Mandy Burge, and today is May 30th, 2025. It's week 4 of the Bible as Literature. And this week's assignment question is, would you rather have been a soldier under David or a construction worker who helped complete Solomon's temple? Why? Well, I personally would prefer to be a construction worker who helped complete Solomon's temple, and I have quite a few reasons behind this. The first one being, I'm a girl. I don't think that I would have been allowed in David's army, but it would be more likely that I would be able to help work on the building, or at least to make some decorations and cloth for curtains or stuff. Secondly, I'm terrible in a fight. If I bump into a wall, I tend to apologize, and I am not very coordinated, not great at physical sports, unfortunately. But I'm fairly certain that I would end up dead on a battlefield before you could blink. But I am pretty creative, and I do like making pretty artistic things like painting or sewing or cross stitching, so I would be better in that area. Thirdly, I would still have potentially been alive under King David's rule, which would be pretty cool. I doubt they would have a 7-year-old be working on the temple unless it was to go get things. But even so, I could potentially have been alive during King David's reign. Then there is the last reason, which is the recorded incident in 1 Chronicles 21, where David sinned against God and held a census of his men, relying on the numbers of his men rather than in God to win the battles. And this census resulted in the death of 70,000 men. Those are not very good odds. So if I had not died on the battlefield already, I would potentially have died because of this. And those aren't great odds. Ultimately, however, while I do want to see King David's reign, and that would be really cool, it would be amazing to see a man after God's own heart on the throne. As a construction worker under Solomon, I potentially would have built something to glorify God in it as a sort of tribute. While it wouldn't last forever, because nothing does last forever, it would still potentially be used by the Israelites to remember that the Lord was with them throughout the ages, even until Jesus came onto earth. And I think that's the most important reason, really, why I would want to be a construction worker under building Solomon's temple to God. That's my thoughts on that, and hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.